Hello everyone, if my wife Nikki saw me doing this, she'd think I was messing, but I promise this is like good stuff. I'm gonna make a high protein, very healthy, vegetarian type lunch. And so what I have here, I have some Uncle Ben's whole grain brown rice. I'm gonna put some in here. I'm not gonna put a whole lot, maybe a quarter of a cup, something like that. So not a whole lot, but some good brown rice. I'm also going to put in here, I've got some Goya lentils. You can see I eat these. I mix lentils and rice all the time. The lentils have a lot of protein in them. The rice really does not. It's just a good kind of carbohydrate. So I put a good little portion of lentils in there as well. Go ahead and I kind of keep those clamped up with these little clamps like that. And for kicks, I like these Goya split green peas too. And you're going to find out that split green peas have a ton of protein in them as well. So yeah, I've been trying to do healthy eating thing. You'd be really surprised. I'm going to see what it say. 11 grams of protein to every 27 grams of carbs. So actually, it's a good kind of carbs here too. So a lot of protein, as much as in lentils actually. So I'm putting some split green peas in there. I dropped a few of them. I am making a mess. And folks, I'm going to kick this off with a little bit of organic quinoa. I hope I'm saying that right. This is a Better Body Foods that's given me this to test. And I've heard this is pretty good stuff, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to put some of that in here to steam as well. So the quinoa has a really unique smell. I'm going to go ahead and put like about 2 or 3 teaspoons of that in there. Not a whole lot this time, because that stuff's going to swell up a lot. So I've got a lot of grain and good kind of stuff in there. I'm also going to put some greens in here as well. So we've had awesome spinach this year. I've got a big wad of spinach. Man, I pulled this. This is like incredible amounts of spinach I got in my garden this year. I'm going to chop it up. And every bit of this is going to go in with that grain. It's going to provide some really good fiber, lots of vitamins. And you're not going to believe how much protein is in spinach, folks. Go look it up. Do a Wikipedia on spinach, and you're going to be surprised of the green vegetables. Spinach has more protein than just about anything you can eat, so it's not just a vitamin thing, and it's not some Popeye myth either. Spinach has a ton of protein. It's one of the best things you can be eating for your body. It's just awesome. So is that going to all fit into this pot right here? Yes, it is. We're going to make it fit, but first we're going to put some water in there. Okay, so that looks pretty watery, but it actually takes a good while for that stuff to cook down. So it looks like there's way more water in there than needs to be. I've actually put probably about 2 3/4 cups of water, but I'm going to put all that spinach in there with it. Just let it sink down into this. And I left one element out of this that makes this really good, and I'll show you what that is in just a minute. So I'm going to take all the spinach. By the way, folks, these little plastic boards here for cutting, I never had seen anything like this before until Nikki introduced these to me. And these are a joy to be able to cut on. You can't cut through them. I don't know what they're made out of, but they're like super durable. And she gets them, I think, maybe at Target or someplace. And she bought maybe 4 of them when we first got married, and we've never worn them out. They just don't wear out. You can cut. Then you can bend them like this, and you can just dump your stuff in like that. So there we go. Plenty of greens in there. So what's my final little secret weapon for this recipe? A couple beef bouillon cubes. So I'm just going to kind of put those in there. And as this boils down, as it boils up, that will all get in there and that'll season this flavor. It's just Weiler's little beef bouillon cubes that come in these little plastic or these little foil things like this. And the other thing I have, folks, go read about coconut oil and how good coconut oil is for you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put about maybe a heaping teaspoon of this stuff in here to cook down in there. But find out why eating, just do a Google search for extra virgin coconut oil, is it good for you, and see what people say. You're going to be surprised. You're going to find out it actually helps you lose some weight, or at least there's some data that says it. So that's about how much I'm putting in there. And so it's going to cook in there. It's going to give it a little bit of that kind of fatty body, but good kind of fat, folks. Okay, so now nothing's left with this than just to top it off here. I've already got it plugged in. I'm going to go ahead and hit the little button down here on the Aroma rice cooker. Aroma rice cooker is what I'm using. This will usually take about 18-20 minutes to cook, and I'm going to have an amazing lunch. I'll show you what it's going to look like. It makes a ton of food that fills your belly up hugely, but I never have ever gained weight eating this, folks. You can eat a bunch of food, fills your belly up really well with the right kind of stuff, And as long as you're just decently active, I'm going to do a little bit of exercise every day. I got to mow the yard tonight, but I guarantee I'm not going to gain any weight eating this at all. I'll probably lose some. All right, friends, we've been cooking for about 23, 24 minutes, and most of the water's gone out of this. You can see I've not stirred it or anything. The spinach is kind of sunk down into it. It smells actually buttery because of that bit of oil that I put in there. I'm going to go ahead and stop this from cooking. I don't want it to dry out. There's still a little bit of water in there. That's going to be okay. I'm just going to spoon that out into a bowl. And so there we can see how it all is cooked down. And I'll show you what it looks like in the bowl. So folks, I'm going to show it to you how much it makes in the bowl. So that's quite a large portion, but I usually, a lot of times, just eat maybe 2.5 meals a day or something like that. So this is going to be great. I've already tasted it. The quinoa in there is quite good. I have to say that's an addition that I don't usually put in there, but it's great. And I wanted to show you so this is the pot that I cooked it in, and nothing sticks. I want to say this, the coconut oil is so supple. It is nothing can stick. It's almost like putting non-stick stuff in there. I cook omelets and stuff with it. Cheese will not stick to your pan if you cook it. Just want to show you that, folks. This is one of my awesome little lunch meals that I make with my greens. So I'll put my spinach to use with the right kind of carbohydrates, the right kind of fats, and the right kinds of vitamin-rich and protein-rich vegetables. So I wanted to take a minute and tell you that every time I eat a meal like that, I feel better than I do when I eat a meal with meat. I still eat some meat once in a while, but I'm about 90% vegetarian now. And so when I'm working out hard, when I'm lifting weights particularly, I want that protein, and I want to just actually feel good, this is the kind of lunch I eat. Now, it may not sound like your cup of tea, but give it a shot. The thing you'll find out, what really turned this whole thing around for me eating this way is adding that little bit of coconut oil. And I'm not kidding, it tastes like butter. It will make you feel like you got butter, but the kind of saturated fats, there are saturated fats in it, but it's a totally different kind of saturated fat. Again, I'm not trying to sell you on a particular brand or anything. That is the brand that I use. That's what I started using. Go do a search for, like I say, extra virgin coconut oil and the health benefits of it, and you'll see that there are good saturated fats you can put into your food. I didn't put that much. It's mostly good carbohydrates, good vegetable-based proteins, and folks, that fills your belly up so good, and it's got a lot of fiber in it, and like I say, I just feel supercharged after eating like that. If I were to go out to the Mexican place and eat a bunch of burritos with beef and stuff in it, I would feel sluggish for the rest of the day, but that kind of meal right there really does it for me. Try it, folks. Give it a shot if you're trying to lose weight, but still want to fill your belly up. That's the beauty of some of these things that I'm doing. I eat like a massive amount, but I'm peeling the weight off at half a pound a day, and sometimes I get lazy. But you know what I'm saying? If you stay moderately active and eat this kind of stuff, fill your belly up. I don't skimp. I eat lots of food, but I eat lots of good food. Try this one, folks. I think you'll like it. Peace to all who watch. Again, subscribe if you like.